is in order. I confirm the agenda is in order.
All right. So in that case, Vice President Education Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Balushi has already confirmed it. Can somebody second it, please? Proposed it. Can somebody second it?
I, Toastmaster Muhammad Bihar, seconded the agenda.
The agenda has been adopted by Toastmaster Ahmed Al-Balushi and seconded by Toastmaster Muhammad Bihar. Fellow Toastmasters, friends, dear guests, it's wonderful to see you again. This wonderful evening again. You know, way back in 2004, I had recruited 2 people in my company, in my organization. 2 people who joined on the same day. They were joining a team of 50 people in our branch in Bahrain. One was a driver, a person who drives people across, a driver or a chauffeur, you know. One was a driver who was an undergraduate who joined for a very small salary of 200 Bahraini dinar. And another one was a junior desktop support person who joined the company who was actually a diploma holder who joined with some certification, who joined for a small salary of around 300 BD. Now, one was a driver, one was an IT professional. Both of them were doing quite well in their jobs, but there was something common about both of them. Their communication was below average. Now, the driver who was single, unfortunately, had lost his parents very early in his age. And he did not have anybody, frankly, to depend on, nobody to send money to. So he was actually doing a good job, very talented, very capable, but I felt that he was whiling away a lot of his time after work. I mean, roaming around with friends or bumming around. Now, as a manager, what he did after work was not my business. But still, I had the urge to call him across to my cabin one day and talk to him and give him a piece of advice. Not to just have fun. I mean, it was always good for singles to have fun. But I called him across to my cabin to give him a piece of advice of developing himself and investing in himself. And he's a capable guy, he's intelligent, he's talented, and he is to use his time properly to build up his career, invest in himself, and to be much more ambitious. And I strongly recommended that he should complete his education and do a degree in computers. Now he sounded to be all surprised at that point of time, said, "Sir, I'm a driver and you want me to do a degree in computers." I said, "Why not?" And then he left for that day, thanking me for the time that I spent with him. But the next day he came with a desire and a glow and an ambition in his eyes. You know, the moment I looked at him, he was different. He was ambitious today. He had a desire in his eyes. And he said, "Sir, what you have mentioned to me was something I thought about it. That looks very good to me. I really want to aspire and do a degree in computers. But how do I do it? Can you arrange a bank loan for me?" Now, that sounded difficult for me, but I did go the distance to do that. I arranged a bank loan for him. I also went one level ahead to let him know that I will take care of the first installment and he can pay me back anytime he's comfortable. Now, surprisingly, this driver, the young man, did very well in his studies. He paid his installments in time. And on top of that, he also did a course to improve his communication, English communication and vocabulary. He invested in himself, and by the time he completed his bachelor in computer science, he was totally a different brand altogether. Now, when he came across and met me, he was totally a different person. Difficult task for me. Now, every client of mine knew that he was my driver. How do I pitch my driver as an IT professional to get a job in one of my clients' place? That was a very difficult task. I can't talk to a client and say, "Listen, I got a driver here. Would you give him a job as an IT operator or IT desktop, whatever?" So, but still I managed to convince one of my clients to take him as an IT operator. Now, at the same time, on the other hand, we had the second individual, the desktop support person whom I hired on the same day that I hired the driver. We got a complaint from the client that his communication was really bad. So I had to talk to him and give him a similar piece of advice and tell him to improve his communication skills, go do some kind of vocabulary training, and also maybe join a club like Toastmasters where he can have a confidence, we can improve his communication leadership skills. In order to all that, he, as if he said yes to it, he agrees to it, but he practically did not do anything. Apparently, that talk did not reach anywhere. He left my cabin, but he was lethargic, he was procrastinating. On the other hand, we have this young driver. He did not stay as an IT operator. From an IT operator, he did this more certifications. He became a desktop support person, and then he became a network engineer. He moved from our company, joined another company, and from there, he took up his certification, Oracle certification, and he became Oracle certified person and a senior. Today, he's a senior DBA with the ministry, earning about 2,000 BD with family perks and things like that. A driver with no ambition, no desire, today is a senior Oracle DBA in a ministry because he took up the advice of somebody and had a desire to excel in life. At the same time, a same person who joined with him on the same day, who had a better advantage, who was much more qualified than him, who had a better job, who could have moved on, decided to stay back. It was lethargic, was procrastinating, did not move with the flow, did not excel in life, did not have a desire and ambition. So he was left behind. Now, what do you understand from it? Just like Napoleon Hill said, the starting point of all achievements is desire. Life takes on meaning when you become motivated, set goals, and go after them in an unstoppable manner. That's what Les Brown said, that life becomes meaningful only when you become motivated yourself and you you set up goals and then you go after them in an unstoppable manner. Now, I'm glad that I'm connected with a lot of people here in Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters, this 40th meeting, who have ambitious, who have decided to excel, who would decide to invest in themselves. There are a lot of other opportunities for you to spend this time, but you decided to come here because you wanted to excel, you wanted to develop, you wanted to build up yourself up in a better way. So we have all come here with a desire to excel, and that is the beauty of Toastmasters. This Toastmasters movement was formed way back. We all came here, joined this Toastmasters with an intention to improve our communication and leadership skills, and at the same time to improve our careers as well as our lives in different ways. This Toastmasters movement was formed way back in 1924 by a person called Dr. Ralph C. Smetley, and today this movement has more than 383,000 ambitious, active members. Amen. And then this goes to go, and in 143 countries, it's been spread across. So we have a lot of people along with us. Now we have just got a couple of people connected on this meeting who are ambitious, who want to develop their own self-talents. Even in Toastmasters, for you to get the benefit of Toastmasters, it is not just good that you join Toastmasters, but you take up every opportunity that come your way, that you could excel in every walk of life, because it is not the matter of you just excelling or taking up projects or moving away one step ahead in your pathway program or completing levels one after the other, but being an active Toastmaster, attending every Toastmasters meeting, taking up every role that comes your way. Every time you take up a role, you learn a different thing. So you understand that when you become a Toastmaster, when you take up a role, whether it is an accountant, whether it is a grammarian, whatever, you're actually challenging yourself to become better in some way or the other. We all are intelligent, but it's also important to be ambitious. After all, intelligence without ambition is like a bird without wings. So let's not just be Toastmasters, but let's be ambitious, active Toastmasters, and let's go ahead with even greater enthusiasm. I would like to welcome all of you again to the 40th meeting of the Bahrain IT Professionals Toastmasters Club. Thank you so much. Moving ahead,